Hi Sam, it's Jonathan here from Brenwood Motor Company. Just wanted to thank you for your inquiry on a Suzuki Swift SAT. Now, I'm going to conduct a walking-in video as requested on the particular car. So this is a 1.2 dual jet hybrid SAT in manual in speedy blue metallic paint. Okay, I'll have a walk around the car and show you some of the exterior features, and then I'll jump inside the car and show you some of the interior controls. Okay, so firstly we have our 16-inch silver alloy wheels. Now the cars are all standard 5-door. What's quite cool is to give you the appeal of a 3-door car but have the practicality of a 5-door, we have our hidden handles at the back here. Okay, what's been recently added to the car is now on an SAT standard you get rear parking sensors, which are a great help obviously when you're manoeuvring in and around car parks. And we also have, in conjunction with that, a reverse camera which is just situated there. Okay, now I'll pop the boot, show you the space. So masses of room in there. So with the seats folded down, it's 579 litres, but when they're raised, as you see here, it is actually 265 litres worth of space. But they do have a 60-40 split, okay, so you can put them down, and if you needed more luggage space you can do. There is a slight lip in the back seats, but like I said, you'll get 579 litres worth of space when you have the seats down there, so masses of room there. Now if I come round to the rear of the car again, I'll just show you the back seats. So we do have 3 seats as standard, and you can see there we have our ice fix points all along there as well. Okay, now on the SAT it doesn't have electric windows as standard, so you do have the wind up windows in the back here. Okay, jumping into the front of the car here, so we've got cloth seats. We also have some multifunction steering wheel controls in the driver's steering wheel there. Front electric windows and electric mirror devices on the driver's door card, and we have an infotainment unit here as well. But what I'll do is I'll talk more about that just when I jump into the driver's side of the car. Now this car being a 1.2 petrol dual jet and hybrid, it does obviously have this mild hybrid technology with it. So the main benefits is obviously reducing your CO2 emissions and benefiting your fuel consumption. Now how this happens is basically when you're using the automatic stop start function, when you're at traffic lights and so on, the battery will actually power all the electric equipment basically inside the car. So the powering up of the infotainment unit, listening to music, electric windows, your air conditioning, that will all be powered by the battery on this auto stop start function. So as the fuel consumption that way, along with restart, so start up of the car is actually controlled by the electric motor also, so it does make that start up a little bit seamless, and obviously it adds to the fuel consumption as well. Now the car can also be benefited by the electric battery on acceleration, and it does recharge off deceleration, so when the wheels are turning it repowers up the battery. But like I said, the main benefits are obviously reducing your CO2 emissions and benefiting your fuel consumption. Now if I was to jump inside the car just now, so like I previously mentioned, you've got your front and rear electric windows here, a window lock and an inside central locking. You do have your electric mirror switches here, so it's just left and right, and then it just works like a joystick to manoeuvre them. Coming inside the car, we've got our multifunction steering wheel. So we've got cruise control options with adaptive cruise control. So if you're driving along, car in front of you is doing 60 and you're doing 70 miles per hour, if you're using the adaptive cruise control, it'll actually slow you down to 1, 2 or 3 cars lengths of the cars in front of you's distance. Okay, volume controls on the left hand side of the steering wheel, so we have volume controls, a channel change, information which will display features that the car has there, so driving time, average miles per gallon, range and so on, and we also have a mute function there as well. Below here on the steering wheel we've got some hands-free controls, so you can answer a phone call, hang up a phone call and use the voice activation. And we also have a weaving alert here as well, so in conjunction with a lane departure warning, it means that if you're on any dual carriageways or motorways and veer out into the left hand lane without indicating, you'll actually get a warning on the centre dash here, along with anti-wave alert, so you almost have a sensation that not excessive, but maybe a slight nudge in the steering wheel just to try and pull you back into there. Okay, now down here as well we have some buttons, so these are, I'm just going to tell you some of the controls. So like I've already mentioned, you get your lane departure warning. The car also has a thing called radar brake support, so this is in conjunction with the adaptive cruise control. But if you're driving along and the car thinks that you're going to be in a collision, you will get a beep, just to alert you and keep you safe. Now, you have an option to turn the parking sensors off there, along with the automatic stop-start function. We also have a traction control off button here as well, okay? Behind the steering wheel, we have our indicator stock here, so you can see there that it does have automatic headlights. And on the opposite side, we have our stock for the window wipers and rear window wipers. Now, coming into the central unit, we've got our infotainment unit there. So top left, we've got a digital radio. Top right, we have Bluetooth connectivity. We also have media options, so if you're connecting your phone up through a USB on the auxiliary input, or putting in an SD card and listening to music that way, you can use those functions there. And we also have a thing called smartphone linking displays. So if you had an Android phone and an Apple phone, you could interlink them both up and use your Apple Maps or Google Maps as a sat-nav device. Just below there, we have our air conditioning. So direction of where the air is coming towards, pressure of the air, and temperature gauge as well. We do have AC, which will illuminate when that's on, okay? And below there, like I've already mentioned, a 12-volt socket and then a USB and auxiliary input there as well, okay? One last thing that I didn't mention previously for this unit is if you were to pop it into reverse, you will get the reversing camera show up as well there, okay? Now, currently this car is priced at 14,984. That's including metallic paint on an SZT. What's quite good is Suzuki are offering £2,000 customer saving on the car just now, so that's including the £2,000 customer saving, which is obviously a massive help. And towards your finance on an SZT model and manual, you'll also be getting £750 finance contribution. If you were looking at an automatic option, there's about £1,000 of a difference, so £1,000 more for an automatic version of the car. Now, I know that you previously spoke to John by phone about the video call, but we do offer a few appointments. So if you wanted to come into the dealership, I can organise a test drive with you at a particular day and time which suited for yourself, or I could bring your car to yourself at a place of home or a place of work, whatever suited best for you. So you can get back to me, Jonathan, or my dad John, on 01592 65 5550. Now, like I previously mentioned there, my dad, we are just a family business, so my dad's a sales manager. He's worked here since 2005 and I've worked here the past 6 years just from leaving school myself. Greg and Anne, which are the owners of the business, they are mother and son. Carol, which is our after sales manager in the service desk, she's worked here since she was 18. So a very, very family orientated business here, which is what we pride ourselves in being. So get back to me on whatever way is best for yourself. I mean, I'll email this across to you, but you can get back to me on phone 01592 or drop me an email, whatever's easiest, okay? But I just wanted to thank you again, Sam, for your inquiry, and I hope this video was informative for you, okay? Thank you, bye bye.